He's just the cat that got the custard, isn't he? But a very poisonous cat at that.
Marky Moon is a record that I discovered when I was a student, and it kind of blew my mind. Although I hadn't heard it until that point, it felt like it was very much, I suppose, like entering the consciousness of the sound of a lot of bands at that time, and that kind of post-Strokes sort of landscape in this country. And obviously we name-checked it on Two Doors Down.
Super cool. I was pretty late to the party with Billie Eilish, but it's slowly kind of trickling into my world, and I think she's really great. She's kind of like doing something very different.
I think she's incredible, and I think one of my favourite things about her music is how quietly she sings. And yet you watch her performance, there's so much life and energy and physicality in her performance, but the vocal is just this really pure, delicate thing, but it has so much impact.
The best.
We played Meltdown, Nile Rodgers' Meltdown. We supported Johnny at that.
He's a dude. He's a dude, just lovely to chat to and so welcoming, and it was just great to share a stage with him.
Of all our kind of heroes, he was one of the first people to, I think, recognise our music when we started out. I always vividly remember him saying our demos were kind of his favourite versions of our songs, were the versions before they ended up on the records, which I loved.
I mean, he's just the cat that got the custard, isn't he? But a very poisonous cat at that.
Mini Trump.
Flump. Yes.
NHS. I mean, the NHS is, I feel like, the closest thing the British have to a religion. It feels like something that is so ingrained in our identity and what it means to live in this country and to celebrate about this country. It's something that saved my life time and time again.
We're all NHS babies, really, what most of us are.
You can walk into a hospital and be seen within 3 to 4 hours. But when I've got poorly touring abroad, particularly in America, there was one particular occasion where it was going to be more affordable for me to fly back to the UK and have a treatment of antibiotics than to get seen by a private GP. And I think that's when I really recognised just how important it is for us all to fight for it at all times. I like the 1975 a lot. We played Leeds on Saturday and they were headlining. We actually watched the whole show. I really loved it, I think. I mean, as a stage show, it feels like it's pushing so many boundaries. They really take you into their world. And I think they're also encouraging younger artists to be braver in their social commentary and to feel less stigma about talking about particularly things like mental health, the environment, which is so important. I think anything that helps promote that in culture is a good thing in my eyes. Love Laura.
She's a talented human being, really.
She is. When we first saw her play, I think she was 16 or 17, and it was like this really sharp knife just cutting through everything. There was just such a clarity and a purity to her voice that felt so different to anything else around at that time, which was mostly boisterous, noisy guitar music. And I think also watching her career evolve over album after album, it's been so inspiring just to see all the places that she feels that she's, as a listener, that she takes you to. I feel like she's always opening up new worlds of possibility with her records, and you know, as well as being a friend, I'm just a huge fan.